Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I like this one right here. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is May 8th, 2018. Shout out to my man Peter G for the song request. He wanted me to play some Urban Dance Squad. Demagogue said this is one of the first bands to do the rap rock together. They were big in the NY at one time. Thanks for the track, Peter. That was really good. I like this one. And then I got also playing in the rotation, Ghetto Boys, Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster. Shout out to my man WOF Crypto. Appreciate the song requests today, fellas. Appreciate that. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, we're getting started. It's nice outside. I'm glad. Get out here and ride this bike a little bit. Got my coffee, got my water, got my cigar. We're going to get it rocking today. But today, we're going to be, I got a new coin aggregator or coin list that I'm going to be utilizing. See how I like this one. But in addition to that, we're going to look at the market really quickly. And also, I have an interesting article. And actually, this to me is the biggest bullish news about Bitcoin in a while, at least headline wise. I don't catch everything, but this is the biggest that I've caught that I thought was very bullish for the markets. Bullish for probably the wrong reasons, and we'll get into why. But at the end of the day, it will definitely bring liquidity and a bid under the market, because these boys that I'm talking about got big money, people, unlimited money. So we're going to talk about that. They switched their stance on cryptos a while back. And I saw it on CNBC. They kind of used the excuse, well, we're just servicing our customers. They want this. All right, whatever. So we'll talk about that. Secondly, I got there's a group called the EOS Authority. They've demonstrated or put out a game on the EOS platform to demonstrate the capabilities of the platform. This game that they built and are running on, that's actually running on the blockchain right now on Dawn, illustrates low latency, under 500 milliseconds of latency with this game. We'll take a look at it. We'll also watch the video. Hey, I'm just trying to give you guys, the stories and FUD that's floating around about EOS and being a scam and all that stuff. No, I'm gonna hit you guys with facts, show you the capabilities, the possibilities with this platform. I thought that was interesting as well. That caught my eye this morning. So let's go ahead and get into the market cap. Currently at Bitcoin's dominance is currently at 36.3%. Total market cap is 431 billion. I like how this site, we're using Coin Codex. Shout out to my man Chaos. He recommended this one as well. I like how it updates in real time. That's cool. Seems to work with my software as well. No hiccups there. So this is great. I like this. And if we look, it's got 24-hour change only, but you can change it up here. So I can go 1 hour, show the changes, or we can do the 24 hours, which I like. So looking good. It's kind of a mixed view so far. It looks mixed right now, and we're at some critical levels support wise. My trading style is very simple. Over the years, trading for over 12 years now, I've tried everything from moving averages are cool. Nothing against moving average, but I used to have like 80 indicators on the chart, doing all this analysis, and basically it's paralysis through analysis. You got too much data coming in at you, and over time, if you look at trading, if you're going to be a trader, you can't look at a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months. It needs to be longer time frames. 6 months is good if you have a particular strategy that you've developed or you're using to make a decision on whether or not you want to continue with it. Seeing a streak, winning streak for a week or a month does nothing, because remember, you're looking to trade this perpetually. So it's got to work indefinitely. It's got to work basically forever, right? kind of just talking in general. But I use simple support, resistance, and trend lines, and I'll use Fibonacci as well. That's a good strategy, but that ends up being support and resistance anyway. So I think just looking at the chart right now, you can see we're very close to that support line again, and I'm hoping that we hold that. If we even get that low, we may stay above. If I zoom in, we may stay above this area right here. This was the last kind of trough at 88.44, and then the one previous to that was 86.60 area. So we may just, you know, keep these higher lows, right? Maybe this, you know, I'm drawing this beforehand, but higher lows and higher highs. So one high, next high. This is higher than this high. That's higher than that one. So we'll see what happens there. But on to the actual articles for today that I'm covering is a very big news, and I think it's not new per se, but it caught my attention. I think this person updated it today, but I think I saw this headline come out maybe a week or so ago, but I do want to cover it and just give my 2 satoshis on it, because Goldman Sachs, we all know the evil entity, cabal, whatever you want to call them, they are looking to offer, you know, Bitcoin services to their clients. So their clients have big money. You got to have like X amount of million to even think about having an investment account over at Goldman Sachs, or Goldman Sachs if you want to call it. But it says here, speculation and reports. Goldman Sachs confirmed its plans to trade Bitcoin last week in an interview with the New York Times. With its deep Rolodex of clients and heft within the financial services industry, Goldman's entry into the Bitcoin trading is fraught with implications for the fortunes of the nascent cryptocurrency industry. Here are 3 ways in which Goldman entry could change Bitcoin trading. So it says here, more choices in cryptocurrency trading ecosystem. The most obvious consequence of Goldman's entry might be an increase in liquidity profile for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I agree with that totally. While sustained attention from the media last year resulted in a surge of trading volumes and popularity for cryptocurrencies, it also highlighted problems in their ecosystem. This has kept institutional investors and bankers away from the newest asset on the block. And, you know, to me, this just shows right there that the three musketeers that were on CNBC yesterday, Buffett, Munger, and Bill Gates, that right there shows them that their opinion on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is flawed and incorrect. You know, we're seeing the major players starting to offer this. There was another company as well. I think it was NASDAQ or some other big financial entity is beginning their development of a cryptocurrency exchange. I believe it's NASDAQ. So they're wrong. You guys know that. I know that. But to go on with this here, it says traders will get bored pretty quickly with available crypto investments, and predicts that the future for Ethereum and options, including puts and calls on various cryptos, might soon be introduced. In addition, Hansen says super complex derivative products will become available to traders after Goldman's entry paves the way for other institutional investors and bankers to enter Bitcoin trading. So you guys, you know my stance on where we currently are with manipulation in the futures market. The volume is just not there at all. Futures volume takes up or constitutes about 5% or less of total volume per day in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets. That is not enough for manipulation. But I said, even back when I first saw the articles about the CFTC Gemini, and they were CBOE were in talks to get things going with options. I told you then that this is a watershed moment for the reasons of now they have a infrastructure they're building to, in the future, as more institutional monies come in the future, they will begin to manipulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So it will come. I'm not saying it won't come. It's definitely coming. Traders like Goldman Sachs rapidly move in and out of trades, making profits off small increments in value. The crypto exchanges are not built for quick action, says Hansen. This absence of quick action has led exchanges to skimp on features that are fairly common in regular trading platforms. For example, Hansen pointed out the exchanges do not have tools to aggregate and display gains or losses for multiple trades conducted through the day. Bitcoin custody services. This is the last area. According to Bueller, holding Bitcoin in physical custody might be a seductive position or proposition once they begin trading derivatives. Until recently, Goldman has limited itself to commentary on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. For example, in a February note, it predicted that the value of most cryptocurrencies will fall to zero in the near future. That's a jab at Goldman. So again, once they get into the markets, once Goldman, all these guys, it won't be a direct manipulation through the futures. It's just that if they're trading high volume in the futures, they're going to hedge those activities that they're doing in the futures market with physical spot positions of these different cryptocurrencies, which i.e. will change, manipulate, and move the spot prices of these cryptocurrencies. So that's how it's going to work. And I don't know, man. I mean, I'll reiterate, this is good and bad. It's a double-edged sword. Once they get in, man, it's going to be the FX market all over again. It's going to be an FX market all over again in many cases. And what will happen is, we'll have decentralized exchanges, but those decentralized exchanges will end up being arbitraged out. Okay. What I mean by that, even if we have some non-manipulated markets or pockets of different exchanges around the net, if the big boys are pulling in all billions of dollars, they're trading on their exchanges and stuff, they're going to see that and they're going to arbitrage or close the gap on those decentralized exchanges, bringing the prices near each other. So indirectly, it's still going to affect even the decentralized exchanges in many cases, directly by them or by us traders that are looking to exploit the price differences. That's just how markets work. So good and bad for crypto markets. Short term, it will be good because the price of these cryptocurrencies will move over by decimal places. Let me know your thoughts on this article. Do you think Goldman Sachs moved this reverse in tone? Just December, they said Bitcoin was going to zero. Now they're offering it to their customers. What hypocrisy, I tell you. Let me know your thoughts about this article. I want to now this one. I'm very excited about this one because this is going to, I'm telling you naysayers that are using this conspiracy stuff about EOS not going to work because of child pedophile, this and that, and that's the reason why you're staying out, which are false. I mean, those claims have nothing to do with the EOS project. Like these are all ancillary things that you're worrying about instead of looking at the project and the potential with this. So this article caught my eye. I'm glad I saw this and I wanted to share this with you guys. So this was posted about an hour ago. EOS Authority, they are a blockchain, not blockchain, but node producer candidate. So they're looking to be a node producer, one of the 21 node producers or block producers, I should say, for EOS. they've created a game, Space Invaders, on EOS blockchain with 500 millisecond latency. That's impressive for a blockchain. That's very impressive. So I'm going to play a video, but I just wanted to show you this Reddit post. And this guy's here says, this one person asks, someone break down the implications of this for someone who isn't that technical. And it says here, EOS dramatically increases the usability of blockchains. Imagine waiting for several seconds for a post, like, or comment to be finalized. EOS minimizes such waiting times significantly. Right, 500 milliseconds of latency with this game. Let's go ahead and take a look at their site really quickly. This is one of the block producer candidates, and so it says here, what can you build on the fastest blockchain ever? How about controlling a spaceship? EOS block time of 500 milliseconds makes this possible on the blockchain. So I'll leave a link to this. If you guys are interested, you can try and play the game. Excellent, man. These are the type, I'm telling you, you guys better wake up, those who are naysayers about EOS, man. It's still a chance to really load in on this stuff. And I'm not a shield for EOS or anything. I barely talk about it, but since it's a hot topic in both the webbot rooms and in the YouTube arena, I thought I would bring this up. So let's go ahead and take a look at this actual video that kind of breaks it down for us. So check this out.
This is Rohan from EOS Authority in London. With Dawn 3.0, the block times have fallen from 3 seconds to about 0.5 seconds, which is amazing. So there has been a big drop in the actual time it takes to make a block. This will make EOS the fastest blockchain on launch, as far as I know. To demonstrate how fast the blockchain actually is, we actually put together a little game, which I'd like to show you now. To play the game, you will actually need a couple of devices. Go to the main website on your browser as you would do normally. Head to the website, it's called eosauthority.com/space. You go onto the website and then you click on try Space Invaders on EOS. What happens now is it takes you to another screen and it creates everything for you. It creates things like your EOS account name, your private key, your public key. It's all created right there. What you do next is you take your mobile device, and so the actual controller is your mobile device. You'll be controlling the game. If you're on iOS, open your camera, scan the QR code. It'll ask you to open on Safari. The moment the controller and the game's connected, you actually can move the game. So what I do now is I can move left and right.
And that's on the blockchain.
You can see things like which block producer, what the block number is, and every time you actually click a button, you actually make a move, you can actually see the transaction ID, and you can see what's sent to the blockchain and so on. If you die in the game restarts and then you get to play all over again. Now if you look at this screen here, this actually shows you the every action, every transaction was happening on the blockchain. You can see that every left and right is going on to the actual blockchain. You can see which block it's going into and all the details right there. So again, to recap, you don't need any applications, no browser extensions of any sort. You don't need your own keys or anything. Everything is done on the website very quickly for you to actually play the game. So it's going to be fairly simple to use it. I hope this helps. I would look forward to your ideas on what you can do with a blockchain at this speeds. Any questions, any thoughts, we would love to hear from you. And that's it.
There you have it, people. See, this is what I'm talking about. Real world application, real time. These are the speeds, and I'm sure they're going to get it even lower, but those are the types of speeds we need to have actual applications being used, remittance, payment networks, all that stuff. It has to be at a lower latency, and EOS is exhibiting that in beta. You guys better wake up. That's pretty much it for today. Let me know your thoughts on that demo as well. Ethereum could never do that. Ethereum could, let me repeat, could never do that. All right. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.